Hey guys, welcome back to Fuga, Melodies of Steel 3. Last time we had a pretty eventful episode as, spoilers as per usual, even though the thing on the side of the screen already spoils you guys, so fuck you. Once we got to the area where all of the old technology was and we started talking to the AI person, the maestro guy that's been hiding inside of, Malt's mind finally took action and, well, he kidnapped May, and well, he's gonna go fucking crazy and try and kill all of the, beast people again. And, he talked about somebody helping him, and if you remember from the very first game, spoilers from the, secret ending of Fuga 1, Red's dad, the evil guy of Solitarobo, came out of, a pod, so it's really making me think something right there. It's really making me think things, but we'll see. Either way, we got back to the Akshaka panel, and we gotta look at some past stuff. So let's go ahead and see Muscat's memories.
マスカット中尉はタラニスの状況を確認するため不定期で連絡を取るようにしていた。
I see. You were able to rescue your friend. That is good news. Yep. Thanks, Kanel. Oh yeah, I have something I wanted to ask. Is that okay? Of course. What do you want to talk about? I want to know why you decided to work in the military. Let's see. I think it was around 10 years ago when I wanted to support my father. I was 18 at the time. He wasn't the president yet, but he was working hard as a politician. Oh, you didn't want to be a politician? Instead of following in his footsteps when he became president, I decided I would become his hands and legs instead. But well, both my parents ended up being strongly against the idea at first. Isn't being in the army dangerous? How'd you convince them? The Kaiser was already a growing radical force in Berman back then. When I explained that I would be able to help protect our people and serve our country, they finally agreed. But now, we're forced to rely on your help, and I'm again forced to face my own powerlessness. Reverse that. Kanel, you've always been there to help us when we needed it. It's truly a relief to hear you say that. Thank you, Chick. My father may no longer be with us, but I'm prepared to give my all to protect you and all of Gazco. And we'll do our best, too. You've always done more than anyone else. We all know. I'll be in contact. Please stay safe. Okay, bye, Kanel. I don't really know what that cutscene was supposed to really tell me other than the fact that, she's in the military. I'm like, I know that. Anyway, I guess in the Phantom Village, Malt's going there now because he says, while searching for May, Malt visits Petite Mona and meets Catherine. He's going to be like, where the fuck am I? May kind of just didn't even really think about why she was there, but Malt's definitely going to ask questions. Petite Mona? Is this Petite Mona Village? I feel like this has happened before. How do I get out of here? Hopefully I can find someone else here. Hey, I haven't seen you around here. What did you come to our village for? That kid looks surprisingly familiar. Huh? Perhaps he's a spy sent by the neighboring village. Huh? Oh, it's a girl. Well, that's different. We're in search of bugs in the woods near the village. But I'm just trying to... Are you here to ravage our forests? I won't let you get away with that. This is exactly what I expect from the son of the Brioche family. That carries on the legendary warrior spirit. Okay, come on out here, spy. This is all a misunderstanding. Wait, Brioche is the name of... Come to think of it, he kind of reminds me of Boron. Everybody, please wait. You shouldn't be fighting. Finally, someone who'll listen. You see my sister? That's all you had to ask. A few minutes later. And that's why I'm here. To search for my little sister, May. Oh, I'm sorry. I too am sorry. Maybe the woman that lives on the outskirts of the village knows something. Her name is Catherine. Catherine. Thank you. I'll go see her. Please be careful. All of those three people remind us a lot of our friends. Is there always a house out here? I can't ever remember one being here. Oh my, who might you be? I haven't seen you around here before. No, wait. Have we met before? My name is Malt. Are you Catherine? Yes, I am. But are you sure we haven't met before? Let's see. Well, we're still focused on trying to unlock hacks, so we still need 15 points in tactics, so try to figure out who she is. I'm sorry if I'm being rude, but who are you exactly? I don't remember anyone living here before. I've lived here for 7 years. Although I haven't interacted much with the other villagers, so it makes sense you don't know about me. Oh. I'm actually looking for my little sister May. The other children told me you might know more. Ah, your little sister. No wonder it felt like I had met you before. It's true that May has visited me before, but I haven't seen her in quite some time. May came here? What'd she come here for? I've never heard anything about this from her before. She mentioned something about being able to use my supplies for the Taranis. Why don't you take a look too? You know about the Taranis? What's going on here? That's a secret, Malt. And I'm sure there'll come a time for you to know. Okay, I guess. It's like, alright, well, I won't ask questions. Even though you probably should ask questions. Either way, I'm going to check in on people. You might think the legendary warrior is just a character from a local legend, but it's all true. You believe me? You're a good person, aren't you? You can have this since we're friends now. Fish! Fish! That's all I gotta know. Spectacle girl. I'd quite like to investigate that forbidden cave in the forest. I'll be so stealthy I won't be scolded. Oh, but that was supposed to be a secret. Here. You can have this if you keep a secret for me. I mean, I guess I'm okay with these, but I need the complex versions. I don't need those versions. Either way, let's see if I can buy anything to fix up the tank, but I don't know if I have anything to sell. Literal garbage. Literal garbage to sell you, but might be able to grab some complex tools or something. I need shit. Give it to me. Oh, didn't I? No, I needed bamboo. That's what I needed. I'm like, that's not what I needed. Let's see, because if I go over to the fishing stand, I need a bamboo rod. I'm like, I'm like, I don't know where I'm gonna find that one. Who knows, but I don't have anything to really upgrade there. Let me check out Catherine's place, though. Kind girl. All the adults are so scared of Catherine. Is she really that scary? She's not. You think so, too? Thanks for telling me. You can have this as thanks. A golden screw. Finally, I can screw myself. Finally, all I've ever wanted in this world. I mean, I guess I'll use my money to grab at least one great energy cell. I need SP, no matter what I'm doing. It's always going to be that. Either way, there's not much to look at here, so I guess we'll leave. Thank you very much. Wasn't sure what I was going to do, but as long as I head towards the Taranis, I'm sure I'll figure something out. Hope you find your little sister. Thank you. Hopefully, because she's been kidnapped by a weirdo. By a weirdo. Is this gonna... Oh, God. The Tower of Foot Zoo. The Tower of Foot Porn. We don't want to do that, man. You don't want that. Terra Incognita. Unknown Land. Chapter 8 in white and black. Interesting looking pods behind these people. Ancient ruins underneath the Sea of Clouds. Yeah, because she's been kidnapped. You're not supposed to find somebody when they're kidnapped. May was kidnapped. I'm sure of it. But how did they... Oh no. Was she teleported? Wait a sec. How could somebody have gotten in here? Can't believe that she was taken from inside the Taranis. It's happened before, though. It's happened before. Also, why are you here? Searching teleport history. Search completed. I have detected signs of an unauthorized use of our facility's teleporters. There was one person teleported from within the machine you call the Taranis. Intended destination was The moon. What? The moon. We are going to steal the moon. Like, fuck me. The moon? You mean moon like the moon in the sky? Moon? Wait, this is preposterous. That would be possible in a comic, perhaps, but not in reality. I mean, technology advanced as fuck for humans. The moon? Wait, what? Did she just...
子供たちは少女の説明に驚き困惑していたが、これまでとは明らかに異なる高い熱量で反応する者がいた。
I'm gonna guess Chatty had something to say. No. Moon? Huh? Wait, you know the moon? Sister Lynette, what's the matter? Is there a device that can teleport us to the moon from here? Please, you must tell me. There was. However, it is lost to us now. While he was temporarily in control, the intruder destroyed the teleporter with my defense systems. That can't be. Sister Lynette, did you say something about returning to the moon? I did. In fact, the base we created is on the moon. The base you created? So you're saying you're from the moon? Base on the moon? You mean to say the adventures of Sakura is a true story? That wasn't all just a comic? Who are you exactly? So, you're a human from the old world. Sorry, I'm drinking water. After that cataclysm on Earth, I placed myself in the deep slumber on the moon. I awoke some 40 years earlier and returned to this planet to survey it. But I was no longer the planet I knew. One of the very few humans that are still alive, I guess. Let's see. Well, we need to ask for more information because I need to unlock hacks. There's far too much we don't know. Please, tell us more. But will you believe me? At the very least, we don't think you're a liar. Well, if that is the case, I'll tell you all I know. An artificial intelligence named Jian once told us that Taranis was a weapon from a long, long time ago. Do you come from that same time? That's right. In the past, I heard stories about the Taranis, and how it was built as a method to face off against the Vanargan. However, due to my lengthy stay on the moon, I do not know the specifics of what happened to Earth and the old world humans. Princess Juno, keeper of these ruins, would you enlighten us to know what happened to the Earth? I believe I have a right to know, do I not? As a human. Very well. Oh no. So I guess we get to learn even more about the past. This I know. Yet there are those who wished for peace, those who worked to preserve the future. As we did, those of the Lunar Development Team. They were not enough of a factor to prevent the collapse of the planetary ecosphere. Thus, in order to preserve the environment, I reset all of the old world humans. Can't believe something like that happened. Could this be? To think it was by our own hands that we... Why were those of us on the moon not erased? You too were meant to be reset. However, unforeseen circumstances stopped this. Suppose that could be considered a stroke of luck. I had not been able to receive information from Minerva, the Juno sent to the moon, and was unable to verify its state until moments ago. Was Minerva functioning?
Minerva.
You say she had supported our team. You say she had supported our team without issues. That was why we believed that we would survive after the reset by entering cryosleep.
なぜだ
But she was never informed us of what happened to Earth. Why is that?
それは
I suspected there is a connection between the intruder who stole the backup data and the person who was teleported to the moon moments ago. You mentioned them earlier as well. Who is this intruder?
はい
He called himself Maestro. I believe you are familiar with him? Maestro? Something strange. That should be a name I know.
ふむ
I see. I understand you do not recall the specifics of what happened in the deep depths.
実は
Maestro stole the backup data of the old world humans from my
いけ
databases.
ません
His aim is to destroy this current world and use the stolen data to bring back the old world. I do feel like I remember Maestro saying something about it. I guess all of his meetings with Maestro were all subliminal or like unconscious, so that he didn't even remember them, but very like vague events. Getting teleported. Getting teleported.
くそ
And that's when he kidnapped May.
うん
It appears your sister's power may have some connection with his ultimate goals.
そして
To stop him, you'll need to venture to the moon, where he and May presently are. How do we get to the moon? I thought the teleporter was broken.
そう
Correct. The teleporter is no longer functioning after Maestro took control.
ふう
Additionally, it is not possible to teleport an object as massive as the Taranis.
と
Then how do we get there? Spaceship, duh! Wait, could there be? Is there a rocket left? A shuttle,
は
perhaps?
い
Yes, there is one shuttle left that is capable of carrying the Taranis to the
う
moon.
ん
However,
ふう
there may no longer be a way to return to Earth from the moon. Maestro wants to destroy this world, and he took May to the moon just to do that.
諦めてた
We have to go to the moon and rescue her.
そうね
I'm sure that she's waiting for us.
いいぜ
Things will work out once we get there, right?
よ
We'll
ーし
save May and everyone else too.
問題ないのですよ
We may think about how to return once we arrive at the moon proper. I'm positive we'll find a way.
怒ったんだか
Let's go teach that guy who kidnapped May a lesson.
ら俺に任せ
It's nothing like a hero like me can't handle.
ろ許せない
We must all return home together. Of course, that includes May.
まあそうだな
Something like the moon's nothing but a short trip for the Taranis. Whoa, the moon! I've never been there. I can't wait. I mean, me neither, Wappa, me neither.
許さない
May is one of us. We won't let Maestro use her for his own goals.
さて
You will, of course, take me along, won't you? I have some things I must retrieve from the moon. And you will require a guide, will you not? I dare say I am fairly acquainted with the moon. When you say I am fairly acquainted with the moon, it's up there. I see it.
ありがと
By all means, Mr. Lunette. You'd be a great help. Also, you can take that mask off now that we know you're a human. Also, what's going on? Oh. That looks like the fucking spaceship from, like, Lilo and Stitch. I don't know why. I heard the new ones suck ass. So, I'm never gonna watch them.
タラニスをシャトルに
Then again, I don't watch any of the live-action remakes of Disney movies. I don't give a shit about them.
うメイ
Just wait for us, May. We're coming to save you. Took me 40 years.
カタリナ
Catherine, I'm going back to the moon.
そして
If only we could have gone back together. So he knew Catherine.
ご案内でき
A
る
little bit of a lore drop right there. I wonder what that's about.
打ち上げ中は席を離れないでください
I wonder how you loaded the Taranis into this fucking thing. And a cat is going to AI drive.
子供たちよ世界を託します
Well, thanks for the trust. You'll see us again in a while until Sol Torobo. Of course. To the moon. You ever been to the moon? We are now. Does this mean that Fuga jumped the shark now? They went to the moon? I mean, that's cool. Then again, you know, you jump the shark at the end of the series, so it makes sense. I mean, it's not the end of the series, but it's the end of the trilogy, so it makes sense. A few minutes later, they were on the moon. Edge of the Earth's gravitational field. Wow, great descriptor.
大気圏を離脱しました。徐々に完成飛行に移行します。
I almost stopped breathing. Oh no, I'm gonna flip over. Whoa, why is my body so light? My stomach's turning. This is a very unfamiliar sensation. This is what zero gravity feels like. You'll get used to it once you calm yourselves, even though most human beings need like an amount of training to be in a zero gravity field, but whatever, fuck you. More importantly, can you show Earth on the monitors? They're like, what's an Earth? It's like, that's the planet we're living on, stupid. There's Earth. So many clouds. It's kind of hard to believe that's the planet we live on. Yeah. Never imagined I'd be looking down at it from somewhere like this. There's much about Earth that we have yet to learn. The Earth I knew was much more blue. Now it's covered by a sea of clouds and is difficult to see the ocean. Ocean? I heard that there was water underneath the sea of clouds. Is that what an ocean is? Yes, it is. I wonder if the planet will ever return to that magnificent blue. I don't know. Very interesting. I wonder if maybe at the end of the entire series, like Little Tail Bronx in general, will they try and put all of the continents back onto the Earth? I don't know. That'd be kind of cool, but at the same time, I don't know. I like it when they fly. That's why it would have to be the ending. Gargarin, was it? You're very knowledgeable. I haven't heard that in a while. Gargarin, who looks for God and found nothing. Mr. Lunette, we'd love to hear more about you. What was Earth like when you returned 40 years ago? Let's see. I shall begin with the time before my long cryosleep. Oh, we're getting a lore dump. This is the lore dump episode, everybody. There's humans. The lunar development team was concerned with the escalating war on Earth, so we continued our work on the moon. One day, we suddenly lost contact with Earth. Like you, I recently learned that it was due to the reset. God, my back. And neck as well. We lost communication, and consequentially, the means to replenish our supplies. Thus, we decided to enter cryosleep. What is this cryosleep? A technology that minimizes physical aging and energy consumption by freezing the body during a stage of sleep. This method allowed me to live for thousands of years. What an unbelievable technology. Sounds almost like a highly advanced spell. Didn't think that was possible. We awoke from our long slumber roughly 40 years ago. And then I started aging again. It was shit. Well, we being myself, my dear friend Pierre, and Catherine, my lover. In the end, we were still unable to contact Earth. Not only that, things we had never seen before were happening on the planet. Catherine and I investigated the Earth, while Pierre stayed behind to support us. In our long absence, the Earth had become a whole new world, where people such as yourselves lived on floating islands. No clue how. I don't know. In order to continue our investigation without attracting attention, we hid our faces and identities. However, unforeseen circumstances led me unable to contact Pierre and Catherine, which leads to our current state. In that case, is that why you draw comics? I believe that if anyone knew of Catherine or the Lunar Development Team, they would recognize my comics. The name Lunette comes from the Lunar Development Team's codename. It is the White Owl mascot of the team, too. I created the story itself with motifs from the old world and incorporated a theme of returning to the moon. And well, this is just between us. but I've always had a dream of becoming a comic artist.
子供たちは照れ笑いするルネにつられて一緒に笑い声を上げた。しかしそのルネの笑い声の中にどこか寂しそうな響きも感じる子供たちであった。
The moon. 3 days later, I guess they just sat around for 3 days in space floating around and talking about Earth. Which I'd be okay with. More lore dumps.
ついに月が間近に見える距離に到達した。
I don't really know how that's working because the moon rotates around the Earth, so I don't really know. That thing's hurtling through space pretty goddamn quickly. I don't know how that thing's catching. Again, how do spaceships in real life do it? I don't know, man. It's kind of strange. The moon always looks so much smaller looking up at it.
月の地表に舗装整備された広い区画があります。
わかった。
Likely the facility we use as a spaceport. We should land there.
了解。宇宙港へ向けて着陸態勢に移行します。
Ah, space. I'm going to the one place not yet corrupted by furries. Space. Well, it has been, so fuck me. I guess they must have, like, artificial gravity around here. I was feeling pretty floaty until we got here. Now I can finally move like normal. I think I might be a little sick. After 3 days of, like, zero gravity sickness, I think you'd be vomiting a little bit too much. No, I'm completely fine. My body was so light. If only I could be like that at all times. What a wonderful experience that weightlessness was. It was pretty rough, with everything floating around. It felt just like my stomach fell. What a very mysterious sensation. It was like seeing something you couldn't see before. Pretty amazing, losing all your weight like that. I can't wait for the ride back home. That was the best. Feels like my head just cleared up. Who has motion sickness and who doesn't? Finally, I'm back. I'm back. You're back. I've been here. All right, let's go see what's outside. Wait, there's no oxygen on the moon, and it's extremely cold. If you open that door, we'll all die. What? Huh? That was a close one. Still in that. The base is nearby, right? Should we go there? Hopefully you guys close the door to the scrap fishing, all that.
Ah.
Yes, you're right. The base is still functioning. There should be oxygen inside of it. The base is located that way, in the back. It's all the way over there. Don't you see it, stupid? We don't need a location. It's there. What did you say? How could you have that information? There's a lot about the Taranis we don't know. We don't know much about Chatty either. I see. Alright, let's go. Drive the tank. Go, Taranis. So we can't even go outside. I wouldn't recommend going out and, you know, no atmosphere moon. And again, can we scrap fish out here too? If we can scrap fish out here, I'm just gonna be fucking surprised. Yep, I understand. We had to use some exhausted people. Guys, furries on the moon. Maybe furries don't need oxygen and all they just gotta fucking sniff their asses. It's like, yeah, like you said, Mr. Lynette, that there's like, you know, fucking no oxygen here. I guess Wappa just doesn't give a shit about oxygen. She just doesn't care and just does it anyway. It's like, fuck you. Fuck you. I can go to the moon. Anyway, time for more crypto. Let's see. What shall we mine next, my friends? Let me see. Everybody's like so fucking exhausted from everything. Get that. Damn, we are not gonna have enough. We are not gonna have enough. We need more people to look. Because it's like you can't fill in the requirements, so it's like shit. All of our, like, seers are all exhausted, and they're all going to be worthless for a bit. I mean, that's as good, that's as close as we can get, so. Oh, we need one more. Fuck. What if we just don't? What if we just let them rest? It's, you know, less work, but still, it's gonna get us at least a bit. It's gonna get us at least a little bit of cryptocurrency. That's all we need. All we need is shit. Bum-ba-da-da. All I need is shit. We should probably get the teleporting skill. That's been a skill that the thing's been needing for a while. Skill reduced cost will be reduced by 100% or by money. I can reduce it again. Cool. Either way, I need to let everybody rest up for that shit. But then again, who are we going to be fighting on the moon? Who am I fighting on the moon? I don't know. Who is even here? Why am I even here? Just to suffer? Just to suffer for highly powered shit. Oh, damn. I mean, I have the steel. Why not get an upgrade again? But now without May, Malt doesn't have his, like, you know, super boost of shit. So, might be a good idea to try and expand his relationships again. Might be a good idea. I really don't want to be out here. It just seems like a bad idea. Malt wants to, or, what is it? Jin wants to expand a facility. Do we even have the ability to do that? Yes, go up to the top of the Taranis. Look out at the stars and suffocate. I love to suffocate. Let's see. Where are we going to find this to actually upgrade anything, though? Nobody... There is no upgrades. No upgrades, everybody. No upgrades. Fuck that. Let's see. Go down. I guess the garden can get upgraded. Cool, I guess. I don't use it, so I could give less of a shit. Great job, everybody. Now I can also expand the shed, I guess. Move into the shed. I love going to the shed. Let's see, and then you have a new comic book to give me.
Yeah.
There we go. I don't think, yeah, his stuff doesn't change at all. Which child does not have a skill that can burn the enemy? Jin can burn. Socks can burn. I think Malt doesn't. Yeah, Malt just focuses completely on attack. He's not really about that status shit. There you go. Well, at this point, we know the comic is real. But I guess we'll read it anyway. Adventure Secure, Episode 7. Well, that's cool to learn that the comic book we've been collecting the whole time actually is supposed to be somewhat real. The realness. So we just have, like, 3 more episodes left of that shit. The Secret Garden. That's where they take a shit. Why do we keep a track of who's been taking shits? That's kind of fucking weird, dude. That's kind of fucking weird. Let's see. But yeah, you can see that May's been taken off the list, which sucks, but You want to explore ruins, guys? Well, I got this problem called you're in space. Called you're in space. How the fuck are you going to do that? Furries in space, like I said. They will be here. And they will hurt. They will hurt. Somehow we're going to go, you know, to a ruin. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they just are. I don't know how, but it's going to happen. There we go. Find the treasure. Arrgh, I need me treasure chest. It's the only way. I got fire powers. Every time I hear the word treasure chest, I think of one man. It's a Joker treasure chest. The fact that, you know, Persona 5 X is coming out soon is just going, it's going to wreck my existence. It's going to wreck my existence. Oh my god, all those walls. I'm the walls of a malls. Can I please see further? Aw. Like, can I please see further into the future? I can't hit anything. Let's see. I'm like, I have no clue. I'm gonna shoot this one. I'm like, do I really want that? Let me grab the firepower up and see if I can shoot this thing out. It only shoots out that much, so fuck. We need to figure out where we can get more bullets, because I'm losing at this quickly. This is confusing as fuck. Yeah, you need 3. We're not going to be able to shoot through that. Let's see. Okay, grab that. Do not shoot that, but you can grab this. You can have my big gay dance. There we go. Socks' big gay dance. I don't know what his big gay dance is, but it's gonna be incredulous. Incredulous. Let's see, this way. Then that way, doors open, I can grab this shit. I mean, this shouldn't be too bad because I get an extra bullet back whenever I shoot this shit, so it should be fine. Should be fine. I'm not really losing anything. It's not. I'd have to give up one to get one, so not much of a no. Or it's pretty much a no-brainer right there. No brain, no problem. Get rid of that shit. Get rid of that shit fucking immediately. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Easy as pie. And I don't even fucking like pie. Pie tastes like ass. I baked you a pie. What flavor? Pie flavor. It's ass. Exactly. I don't know. Cake's just better, man. Are we having cake? PBG reference? Damn. What is up with me, man? What is up with me? Blue trigger. Oh, yeah, I forgot. She can just do any attack type. I completely forgot about her ability to do it. I just don't use Wappa enough. I don't know why. She just doesn't have enough relationships. Mega pure shot. That's good to have that. Less armor is better for me. Let's see. I'm like, well, Malt needs more friends. Malt needs more friends. Who should I, like, get him in with? I guess Wappa, I guess. This trip isn't over until we take Mei home with us. Hopefully we don't die. You need to talk to somebody. I've never been to the moon by myself before. Huh? You've been to the moon with other people, though? How the fuck did you get here? So you basically went to Berman to rescue me, right? It was lonely without you here. I was really sad, too. Just kidding. Well, we could be lonely. I think I might want to meet my parents one day. Would you really want to if they abandon you? Just tell them to go fuck themselves. You'll never know me. I want to go traveling somewhere with everybody. Maybe without all this fighting. Maybe, but I like killing people, don't you? Let's see, love and peace. And, what was that last thing again? And violence. Passion. That's it. I get fired up and passionate, too. We love the passion of the meme. One day, my adoring fans will use my travel diary to write my biography. Probably. If anybody cared enough. If anybody cares enough. Things might be tough now, but we'll keep smiling. We'll manage. Maybe. Maybe we'll just die on the moon. And then all the furries will die with us. Everyone must die. I wonder what kind of person my parents were. Let's see. They were probably the life of the party. Ha, we don't know if they're like me at all yet. There we go. Let's see the link. Let's see Yu-Gi-Oh! Links. It's dual links, but yeah. I was thinking Digimon links. Pretty impressive that you went all the way to Berman by yourself, even though it hasn't been long since that fight with Kan. The levels of energy you always have impressed me. Well, I do live by myself, so I'm not doing anything. It feels like I'll die of boredom. I guess we have lots of work to do in the Taranis. Maybe we should leave that to you. We can't have you dying of boredom now, can we? Wait, I've never been bored in the Taranis. I'm gonna die of exhaustion. That's too bad. I don't know what that has to do with the goddess of luck. Meh. These guys just know each other too well now. They don't have anything interesting to say. Anyone need help? Be sure to ask your leader. Me. No. I'll ask Kyle. Do you think if we made snacks in the new Taranis, they'd taste different? I don't know. Maybe they have a different fucking oven. Maybe they have a food processor we don't fucking know about. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. Either way, I'm probably going to end this episode here. So, this has been a very lore-dumpy, lore-filled episode since we're just learning about, like, the fucking past at this point. But hopefully next time on Fuga 3, we're going to truck through the moon. And before I end this episode, I want to thank all of my YouTube members, including the Disciples of Epsilon, Yuki, Freddy, Crimson, Shelbagon and Hummus, Cloud Eon Void Dark, and Darcy Lanfranco. The Epsilon Sage, Phoenix. Without you guys, this channel wouldn't stay afloat. So, thanks for all the support, and I'll see you guys next time.